Hello, there are two stories today. Both of them are linked to the Department of Media, Culture Media, Digital Culture Media, and Sport. The first one is stopping the license for the television show Russia Today, the television channel Russia Today. This seems perfectly in order, and I don't understand why there's any delay. If sanctions were planned, I don't understand why sanctions have not actually been imposed. I was for a short while even thinking of being involved in broadcasting on Russia Today a few years ago, anyway, and I didn't do it. Now I must say I'm slightly relieved I didn't do it, but I was looking at some of the broadcasting of Russia Today in the last few days, and it is clearly a sort of propaganda tool, and it's fairly scurrilous and shouldn't be broadcasting in Britain at the moment. That seems perfectly clear. And I think, again, one wonders what Nadine Dorries actually does with her time if she can't actually fulfil the obligations and the commitments that the government has already made. And, you can't say something, you can't threaten to do something and then not carry it through. And she simply doesn't seem to be on the ball on this issue. So we wait and see what's going to happen. The second story is there's a sort of breaking story about a production company called 1702, and they produce pantomimes. They produced a pantomime called Peter Pan with Mr. Blobby, and they've gone bust, or in the process of going bust. And they've left a lot of actors unpaid and a lot of ticket holders without a refund. This is simply appalling, but they are hiding behind COVID and saying that COVID is the reason. Well, nobody in the show had actually contracted COVID, so it was not the reason. Maybe they couldn't sell as many tickets as they wanted, but and of course COVID put a huge strain on production companies and on theatres. But when one looks into the history of this production, it clearly is a production that was overwhelmed by chaos and by a lack of forethought. And we need standards in the arts. It's terribly important, as we need standards in all parts of our life, in education, in the arts, in government. Those standards have been slipping, and there is a tendency, I think, to blame all problems on COVID. Really not acceptable. Anyway, if you've got any ideas, please let me know, and otherwise please follow the channel, ring the bell.